CVA's Accuracy Series, Bagara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
All right, everybody, this week's Pictures of the Week's been brought to you by our friends over at Flowers Deer Processing and Garden Center. I guess they're pretty much doing their deer processing right now. Not much going on with the garden center, but they're busy. Get down there and get with them for all your processing needs. I tell you, we got several first deer pictures this week, and that's my favorite ones. This is Levi Cripps with his first ever deer, and this deer was shot in DeKalb County. So we want to say congratulations to Levi on that deer. And our next picture here, this is I believe 8-year-old Jackson Barrett, and this is his first deer as well, and that's a nice little buck right there. I want to say congratulations to him on that first deer. And then right here, this is we get a lot of pictures from Gary Robitaille, and this is Miss Patty Robitaille with a fish of her own, and this is a nice smallmouth bass that she caught on Dale Hollow Lake this past week. One of those Dale Hollow pictures I was talking about a while ago. People have really been doing well up there this past couple of weeks. And then this here on the end, this is Mr. Lloyd Lambert with a nice 10-point that he shot. I believe it was on opening day of rifle season. And I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but I believe he is in Caddiush, Tennessee. And the reason I wanted to mention that is I've never heard of it, and that is unusual. We want to say congratulations to him on that buck. It's a mighty nice deer. You guys can send your pictures to us here.
Oh, who's this
I don't know where that come from, but there's a picture of a fine-looking fellow with a buck from a few weeks ago.
Tell you what, it helps to be host of the show, doesn't it, Randall?
Hey, that was not sent in. I did not do that.
You get those pictures in anywhere, don't you?
That's right. You guys can send your pictures to us here at 474 James Robertson Parkway, Nashville, Tennessee. Like we always tell you, just get them to us on Facebook or Instagram. We'll get them a lot quicker.
Just shameless
get
Brandon.
Right here. I tell you, I don't know what that was. That was a setup.
Yeah, right.
I think you set me up
no,
on
it ain't no setup. We got setups.
I didn't do it. That wasn't me that time.
I'll tell you what, though, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of firsts and everything with these kids, and proud to see it. Proud to see. Devin, your grandson, he bucked out early, didn't he?
Yeah, he can go to Fort Campbell and get one more.
One more.
But he already got one there, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a good one up there.
Yeah, he's just about bucked out of the season.
He's duck hunting right now.
Yeah, taking it easy on the deer for a few days.
While we're asking, how is the duck season going right now? I mean,
they're having a good one down there. They did, the first weekend. Of course, everybody does the first weekend. Yeah. But it's cold weather. Ought to have some.
That's what I'm thinking.
It ought to have them in.
Now this front's coming across Nebraska, Missouri, and down that way. So I think it's going to bring those that are on that western flyway further over to the east, which might get them right on the Tennessee River this time. I'd like to see it. I know Sam Lashley watches the show, and he'd love to see it because he shoots them out there in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
So they got it pretty good, but I saw where Blue Bank Resort out there at Reelfoot Lake, they're Billy Blakely and Mike Hayes having a grand time out there. They're filling the bags every day, just about with bag limits on ducks. So it's an opportunity that we don't get to see very much because the one that's coming, the northern that's coming, is a big one, and it's bringing a lot of ducks with it ahead of it. So
there's been some boys already had some good hunts, like you say, West Tennessee system, and then all these guys are going down to Arkansas. They've had.
I heard Old Hickory's done pretty good.
I've got a couple of reports out of there. I hadn't heard
old weather like we had yesterday, spitting that snow and stuff.
Yeah,
that'll get ducks.
Yeah,
there's ducks here.
Yeah, they are.
That kind of stuff makes them get up and fly around a little bit, All
right, here's the deer questions now. Deer has been. We've had a lot of people have a lot of good luck. Lots. The rut is doing primarily what it's supposed to be doing. As what I told you a minute ago, I was headed to Savannah, Tennessee this morning on 22 coming out of Lexington, and there was one nice 8-pointer chasing 5. He had all 5 of them hemmed up. He was one of them's going to be receptive. Is the way he was looking at it. I know.
He's playing his odds.
He's playing his odds. It was nice to see that big of a rack still chasing in broad daylight. And I believe you're going to see some more of that with this snow, the snow that's being.
Got a good front pushing in Friday and Saturday.
I think you're going to see some.
And you're going to see some pushing around still. I mean, this past year, some of the best footage we got last season was on December the 14th or 15th, somewhere right around in there. And we watched bucks chase those all day. And so, I mean, you know, again, it is a far cry from over. And it's just those, a lot of them have come in and gone, but now it's when that one comes in, or those two come in. And instead of all those bucks having all these does to run around, now they got that one or two. And if, like I said earlier, if she comes through where you're sitting, it's going to be a good day.
Garrett, I'm seeing still a lot of does with their little ones. I mean, everywhere.
Well, yeah, the does will only push the little ones off for 2 or 3 days, and they'll rejoin back in these. What's fixing to happen is these does have disbanded, and they're scattered, and they've been suppressed from the buck pestering. And when you start seeing them rejoin the family groups of 6, 7, 8 aunts, uncles, grandmas, and you start seeing the bucks bachelor back up.
Yep.
That's when you know it's
That's when you know it's over. Right now, we're still seeing the little bucks are still cruising by themselves. And when you see a big deer, he's on a doe. And the nice thing about it is, you had the first initial rut, bam, pops, everybody's crazy, like you said. Our first does will start coming in around Halloween every year. And then it'll be trickle, the majority of them around the second week in November, but there's always some that are born later that's gonna come in later. But the neat thing about what's coming up is all these doe fawns that have fat content and have reached to 60 pounds are now going to be coming into estrus for the first time. And the biggest of the big, they don't quit. That's why we find them dead and find them locked up and everything else. The biggest of the big, the maturest of the big, are still going to be yet to be killed every year in Tennessee. December is the hottest month. It's a rush in November of nice deer, but it's always the biggest deer in December.
100%.
You got a lot more people hunting in November.
Yeah.
There's an 8-pointer there at the house. I've seen him every day since, I don't know, October. And there for a while, there was nothing in the yard but fawns because the does was out trying to get bred. The rut is a season. It's just like when you see coons and possums run over on the road. That's when they're rutting. That's a season. It ain't got nothing to do with a clock or a calendar day. You know, they're just going to do that. But right now, you're seeing what he was talking about, the grandmas and grandpas. A lot of them old does are back in the yard there and just settle plumb down. But that old 8-pointer's coming in there just almost every day. He was there this morning. You know, just cruising, just looking around. And if one comes through, she'll be bred.
Oh yeah.
We have a lot of does coming there in May, and then in June is when the most of them are born, and then you'll have one in August and one in September. We had one there in the yard for about 4 years in a row. Every fawn she had was in September, around the 1st. I don't know why, you know. And right now you can tell by looking at the little ones, they got little spikes and a little kicker.
I want you to hold these thoughts. Hold these thoughts, because we've got to go do our product of the week. But,
this week's Product of the Week is being sponsored by our friends over at Candy Fork Outdoors. You can go see them right there at the Center Hill Dam exit, the Big Rock Market, or stop by and see them at the Donaldson Plaza Shopping Center at the Nashville location.
now, you got something.
All right, I got something tonight. These are pretty neat, man. I tell you what, I was looking for, you know, something to be lightweight, compact, I can carry with me. You know, I got bigger binoculars, but I was tired of dragging them around, having them way down my back. So I started looking around for some compact ones. I ended up finding these, and this is the Leupold Marksman. And this is a new model that they've come out with, and so there's not a lot out there as far as reviews and things, so I had to really go and get my hands on them before I was going to get them. But man, as far as the field of view, the hourly, things like that, a compact set, these are some of the finest ones I found. Not only that, they're in a decent price range. These can be bought for under $200 just about anywhere, sometimes better deals than that. So it's a quality glass that you can afford to go get.
You know it's not right to tell me how much my Christmas present cost, right?
Well, I got you the mini set version. They had this little plastic set. It was a little mini set, and I got them for you. They're on the way in the mail.
It's M-A-N-Y, mini sets.
Yeah, well, Minnie Mouse, she's on your set. But anyhow, guys, if y'all want a good lightweight pair of binoculars that won't absolutely break the bank and is really a fantastic set of glass, Leupold makes a good mid-range.
If it's got his name on it, it's a great optic anyway. It don't matter.
That's right.
It don't matter.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to open our phone lines. We'll have some more Southern Woods and Waters.